We're back, NCAA Football 14 Coaching Carousel Dynasty Series. But as you see, we are in week 15, and I do have some explaining to do. And RBT, where's the face cam? I don't know, I'm just ugly. Let's move along. But obviously, we have skipped all the way from last episode when we played number 1 Ohio State, ended up getting the win in overtime, all the way to week 15. And we have got another loss on the year. Let me explain. Simply put, since I took a long break in the series, I didn't want to drag out the whole first season. So what my plan was just to skip from the Ohio State game since it was a number 1 matchup and skip through kind of the lower opponents and then get straight into the conference championship game if we didn't make that, then to the bowl game. But like I said, since I took a long break in the series, I just wanted the first season to get done quick so we can take over as head coach at another program. Where it's going to be, we have no idea yet. Depends on where we get the offer. But I am excited to become a head coach somewhere. We still have a little bit of business to do. Gotta finish off the season strong, because the better we do to end off this season, more than likely the better head coaching job I will get the next season. But how did we get here? We beat Ohio State last episode, and like I said, I was going to sim from there to the conference championship game, and crazy enough, in a sim, we lost our freaking Northwestern, so that was kind of disappointing, but we lost, beat Iowa, we beat Nebraska, pretty big wins, and then we beat Rutgers. So we did lose to Northwestern by 7, but at least we did finish off the season pretty strong, getting 3+ touchdown wins in each of the last 3 games, and 2 of them being away, so that was pretty big. I mean, still 10-2 on the year is pretty freaking good, and yeah, it does suck that we did lose to Northwestern in a sim, but I'm not that disappointed, because even if we would have won that game, we still would not have made the Big Ten title game, because at this point, it would have been a 3-way tie in the Big Ten East, and I think at that point, it just goes to whoever's ranked the highest, and Ohio State, as you see, is number 1. We might have been up there at number 1, but I don't know. It's whatever. So Ohio State is actually going to be taking on Nebraska. 6-6 Nebraska in the Big Ten title game. So that sucks, because if we would have made it, I mean, we probably would have won. But today we are going to be playing in our bowl game to end off the first season. Now, what bowl game are we going to be playing in? Who knows? Is it going to be a big BCS bowl? Is it going to be against a really good team in a BCS bowl? Or are you going to play like, I don't know, Northwest Oklahoma State or something? But anyways, this is what the current top 25 poll looks like. Ohio State, after beating Michigan last week, 35-23. Oklahoma's up there, so if they win this week, I think they're playing Oklahoma State. So if they win that game, they'll more than likely go to the national championship game. USC's up there, Clemson. Michigan drops all the way to 5. Georgia and Alabama looks like they'll be playing in the SEC title game. Looking at the rest of the top 25, any real shockers? Not really. I mean, Memphis being all the way up at 12, although they have 2 losses, is a pretty big shocker. But aside from that, nothing too crazy. At least Northwestern, who beat us, is ranked, and they're pretty good too. Crazy. Northwestern at a 90 overall, number 22 in the country. But Alabama is the same overall. The same team overall as Northwestern. So now we're going to advance into the conference championship week, and maybe with this week being a bye for us and other teams playing, maybe we can actually jump up a little bit in the polls. So, yep, we didn't jump up at all, but we are still 10-2, number 8 in the country. So if some teams ahead of us in the polls lose, I mean, we probably will get a pretty good bowl game. But some of the college football conference matchups in this last week before the bowl game, Southern Miss versus Marshall in the CUSA, Southern Miss versus Marshall in the Conference USA, UCF at Memphis. That should be a pretty big game in the American Athletic Conference. Alabama and Georgia in the SEC championship game, which is really weird because that's actually happening in real life too in a couple days. Colorado State at UNLV in the Big Mountain West Conference. Oregon at Arizona in the Pac-12. Louisville at Miami in the ACC championship game. Nebraska at Ohio State is probably going to be a huge blowout here. And Akron and Eastern Michigan in the MAC. Action. So I guess it is time to advance the week and see who the heck we get matched up against in our bowl game. And your Heisman winner, Justin Hill, sophomore running back from Oklahoma State. In the bowl game we're going to be playing in, unfortunately, not a big BCS bowl, but we are taking on Auburn. Number 12 Auburn in the Capital One Bowl. So not a big bowl game like I wanted, but at least we get a pretty big SEC opponent to finish off what will probably be my last year as offensive coordinator at Penn State. But some of the notable scores here. Georgia throttled Alabama 28-13. It looks like they jumped all the way up to 2 after that game, and are probably going to be playing the national championship game. Arizona put up 70 against Oregon. Louisville beat Miami. I expected this. Ohio State, they're going to be playing the national championship. But looking at some of the bowl game matchups across college football here, Alabama goes from potentially playing the national championship game to the Outback Bowl versus Rutgers, who we did beat the last week of the regular season. Clemson, Arizona, that's the Rose Bowl. Clemson, Arizona 5 versus number 9. So we've got to the big BCS bowls here. Memphis makes it to a BCS bowl versus Oklahoma State. So I'm guessing they beat Oklahoma the last week of the season. Memphis having a big year because they finish it off strong. USC at Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl. Mississippi State at Texas in the Cotton Bowl. That's a big one. Louisville at Michigan in the Orange Bowl. Last but not least, your national championship game. Georgia versus Ohio State. Do have to take a quick last look at the All-Americans, see if we had anybody here. Ohio State with a ton of players, first team All NCAA. Do we have anybody? Oh, boys, let's go. That's South Alabama, man. Malcolm Buggs, first team All-American. But enough stalling. It's time. Penn State, Auburn, Capital One Bowl. Let's end off our Penn State career with a dub and send these seniors off with a win that they deserve. Ooh, Auburn actually had a really good defense this year, so makes it a little bit harder for me as the offensive coordinator, but I'm not worried. We're going to have a big game. So Auburn, Penn State, Capital One Bowl matchup. Gus Malls on in his famous sweater vest. There's a head coach, James Franklin. That's going to be us next year somewhere on the sidelines as the head coach. So with this more than likely being my last game as offensive coordinator some way, this is probably going to be the last game you see in this series with me only being able to control the offense. So I'm excited. So coming out on this first drive, didn't have a successful first play, but I want to try my best to establish the run so we can hit them deep, those play action passes. 2nd and 12, right up the middle. Sanders is going to get like 5 yards, so at least it's a little bit more manageable. 3rd down and 7. So here we are, 3rd down and 7. I mean, if we go 3 and out, I'm not going to lie, that would be pretty gosh dang embarrassing. So here we go, play action pass. The tight end's going to be open. That's going to be Kuntz, 1st down and more to the 40. So at least we don't go 3 and out. Still going to try to get that running game going. Sanders, the handoff, still going nowhere. If we don't get anything on the ground in this play, I might need to take a different approach. 2nd and 10. We're going to have a little bit of a hole. The D lineman gets me Ricky Slade. That's a new name. So we've converted 1 3rd down in this drive. Let's see if we can make it 2. Let's see here. Like, nobody's open, man. Like, who do I throw this to? I gotta throw the ball away. They had everybody covered there. Sometimes you gotta count your losses and take them and not throw an interception and make your viewers mad and punt the football. So let's see how our defense does in their first drive. They get a stop quickly, so at least we get the ball right back. Got the ball around midfield thanks to our defense, so 1st down and 10. We have the dig wide open. That's going to be Shorter. The freshman gets demolished. Here we are, 2nd down and 11. Going to try a little play action pass here. Bros, nobody's open. Guess we're just going to have to scramble here. No, A's open. That's going to be Justin Shorter again, the freshman, having a huge game inside the red zone. 31 yards for the 1st down. So my Uber Eats finally got here. I got some nutrients in me. It's time to shine. 1st and 10. Now it's time to run the ball. Sanders has nothing. So the size of the Auburn D-line is definitely giving us some problems in the running game. Might have to win this one through the air, which could be a problem with me. Drag is going to be open. We have Shorter. Continues to have a huge game. Makes it a 3rd down and 3 with the 9-yard reception. Actually, no. But Trace is going to take off. Oh, that's going to be so close. 1st and goal. Our senior quarterback, Trace McSorley. So already a 3rd down and goal. If this drive ends in anything but 6, I'm going to be upset. A little bit of play action, RB quick pass, that's going to be Polk. Brandon Polk, 5-yard touchdown reception as your Penn State Nittany Lions goes on top of Auburn. 7-0, pinning the extra point. Finally, we get into that end zone. See if our defense can continue to play good, and they do. We get the ball back. Let's go up by 2 possessions here. 1st and 10, coming out 5 wide. The curl route is going to be open. Tompkins, 1st down. Going to try something a little bit different here. Little screen pass to the outside. Have receivers out in front. That's going to be Johnson. It's going to be a nice little 7-yard reception from Juwan Johnson. Keeping the tempo up here. Let's see. Kuntz, our tight end, is going to make the 1st down. Going to try another wide receiver screen, this time out to the right side. Receivers out in front again. Tompkins, wide receiver screen, giving Auburn all kinds of problems. 12 yards. Another 1st down. Pressing our receivers. 3rd down and 7. Going to send them deep. See if we can get some type of big play here. If not, just pick up this 1st down. The post is going to be open. That's going to be Shorter again. I thought he was going to drop the ball. He hangs on 16 yards. Another Nittany Lion 1st down. I'm actually really liking what this offense is doing these last couple drives. But we've got to get this running game going. Sanders on the stretch. Outside, the receiver can't hold on to his block, but that's our most successful run I think we've had the whole entire game, a whole 5 yards. The 3rd down and 3. Actually going to keep it on the ground here with our senior running back, Sanders. Can he pick up the 1st? No, he cannot. And you know what? I'm going to keep this decision out of James Franklin's hands. I'm going to run hurry up, and we're going to go for this. I'm not going to get all the way down to the 4-yard line and not score a touchdown. So 4th and 3. This could be a big mistake. But I mean, it's a bowl game, so really what do we have to lose at this point? 4th and 3. Let's get it done here. Oh, man, McSorley. We're going to take off and just get hit. Turnover. And if you would have told me a Penn State Auburn game with a minute to go before the half would be 7-0, I would have called you crazy. Thought there would have been a lot more scoring in this game, but we have a minute to put up some points and make up for that last drive. X on the dig. Oh, I didn't see the linebacker. Ah! No! Man, I saw all that open space. Had no idea there was a middle linebacker just lurking there. That was a mistake on my part. God! Oh, they're going to score, aren't they? They're going to score a touchdown. Yeah, they do. So into the second half, Auburn does put up a field goal down by 3. So upset, man. We dominated for the first quarter and a half. Now we're down. Oh, you know what? I'm going to throw this ball to B. He's open. Don't know how McSorley got that ball off, but Sanders, 27-yard reception in field goal range already. Got to get 7 on this drive, regain the lead. Really, our most success on offense in this game has came like in an empty set with 5 wide. Been giving Auburn problems, so let's keep it coming. The wide receiver screen again. Tompkins. They cannot defend against that wide receiver screen. Another first down inside the red zone. 3rd down and 10. Do not want to have to set up for this field goal. X is going to be open. Beat his man off the press. Tompkins. Oh, don't know how this man hung on to that football. He might be heading to the hospital after that play, but I mean, at least he hung in, made the catch, took it for the team. Oh my God, what a hit. What a clutch play from our senior receiver. Now we need a clutch play from our senior running back, Sanders. Has a hole up the middle. He is going to get into the end zone as we regain the lead. Nittany Lions, 14-10, Sanders into the end zone. I don't understand why we struggle so much offensively when it comes to the middle of the football games. But as long as we do regain that lead and hold it for the rest of this game, I'll be okay. I just want to get a win in this last game. Let's see if our defense can get another big stop. And looks like they do. We're going to have to go 96 yards, though. Pressing our receiver to the right. Can we get a 96-yard touchdown? Did he beat him? No, he didn't. No, just be smart. Get a couple yards here with McSorley. Don't fumble. At least we get 6. Get out of our own end zone. 2nd and 4. Handoff here to Sanders. It's going to be a first down and more. And if we can start to run the ball consistently now, we're going to win the game. Read option time. DM bid in. McSorley, so much space. Going to slide for the first down. If we can break out this read option, run it effectively, it's going to be a GG for Auburn. Let's see. Oh, Tompkins, he's so open. Going to dot him up. Tompkins, the senior receiver, 34-yard reception. Trying to bust out the read option once again. He bites in. There's a big hole here up the middle. McSorley gonna slide again. Another first down. So we very well might have found Auburn's kryptonite. The read option. He's gonna bite in again. McSorley. That could be a touchdown. Now we're gonna slide to avoid any type of injury or fumble. The read option. Destroying that Auburn front 7. First down and goal. Oh, they drop everybody back into coverage. McSorley scrambling to his left. We're gonna get a little bit closer to the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 3. Handing it off, simple little run. Sanders up the middle. Ooh, stopped just yards shy. Oh, my favorite formation. I form Hulk. Talk about battle in the trenches. 3rd and goal. Power I. You know what here? We're actually going to flip this run to the weak side. I'm liking my chances. The run. Sanders end zone. 2-possession lead. Penn State on top. Going to be 21-10. Sanders, 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. Sanders, the senior, definitely making a mark in his last game as a Nittany Lion. Looks like our defense is going to bend once again, but not break. Auburn with a long drive, but don't put up any points. 4 minutes to go. Might be time, guys. Start chewing out this clock and secure this final win for our seniors. The read option continuing to give Auburn huge problems. Trace McSorley on the ground has been a huge threat, as of course. All freaking course, a senior with 3 minutes to go gets injured. In comes Stevens, only 3 minutes to go. Think we should be okay. Sanders breaks this one away. He's going to get a huge carry. 16 yards, first down. This time he's going to contain Allen up the middle. The read option, boys. We should have ran this more often. Another first down. So McSorley still not in the ball game. Stevens is in 3rd down and 12. Just going to be conservative here. Call a little screen pass, and obviously, of course, this can go nowhere. But Auburn down to their last timeout. Only 2 minutes to go. Unless they score extremely quick, we should be okay. Oh, God, they did score extremely quick. But there's only a minute and 10 seconds left to go. They have 1 timeout. I mean, this is a GG. Unless something crazy happens. Sanders, first down. That's officially going to do it. 3, 2, 1. That does it. Penn State gets a pretty ugly win. 21-16 over the 12th ranked Auburn Tigers, Capital One Bowl champions. We get the win. It's kind of funny because our players are so freaking excited. and all they did was win the Capital One Bowl. I mean, it is a win, but no, you don't have to get that excited. It's nothing too crazy. But a win is a win. Miles Sanders, our running back player of the game, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. Seniors came out, stepped up, played well in their final game. You can't ask much more than that. So looking at the results from all the bowl games across college football, see if we see any standouts. Washington State destroyed Nevada 42-0. Oregon getting the win over West Virginia. I thought that would have been a lot more high scoring myself. Same thing kind of with Wisconsin and TCU. Wisconsin got that win. Florida over Virginia. South Carolina 38-21 over Miami. Missouri gets a pretty big win over Northwestern. Alabama destroys Rutgers, which is expected, 48-24. Clemson in a close win over Arizona, 38-35 in the Rose Bowl. So here's the big games. Oklahoma State narrowly beats Memphis in the Fiesta Bowl. Memphis, gotta credit them, man. What a season. Almost won the Fiesta Bowl. Only loses by 4. Oklahoma throttles USC in the Sugar Bowl, 56-17. Mississippi State over Texas in the Cotton Bowl. Louisville over Michigan by 3 in the Orange Bowl. And last but not least, the national championship game goes to Ohio State. The team we did beat. Their lone loss on this season is to us. They do beat Georgia 33-21 in the national championship game. So that is sort of, a win for us. Final top 25 poll, my friends. We do end up number 5 in the country. Not bad if I do say so myself. See the rest of the top 25. Western Kentucky squeaks their way in. Here it is, my friends. And this is where we're going to end off today's episode. Next episode is going to be an exciting one. You did it, Coach. Everyone here is so impressed with the job you have done. We've decided to offer you an extension. We can either accept the contract extension as offensive coordinator at Penn State or explore other options in the coaching carousel and potentially become a head coach somewhere in the college football world. So guys, that is going to do it. If you're excited to see where we accept the head coaching job at, smash the like button. More likes this episode gets, the quicker the next episode will come out. And I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. God bless and peace.